Hello, everyone. This is TTP Chats, aka Trust the Process here. And here today I'm discussing you about standing 10 toes down. So here's the definition, real quick. Standing 10 toes down is an expression that means to be fully committed to something or to give it 100%. It can also mean to stand your ground and not back down even when facing opposition. So basically, in life, when I chat or discuss about anything on this channel, this YouTube channel, I'm always talking about positivity, right? I'm always talking about goals, success, achievement, establishing yourself as a man, and also leveling up and reaching that next level as a man to gain multitude of resources, whether it's land, housing, finance, whatever, muscle, food, everything that have help you and provide the best for your family, your wife and kids. Basically, I'm keeping it to that. The family is the wife and kids, So that's what I'm talking about. So when when I discuss all those things, I'm basically talking about standing 10 toes down, right? And in order to achieve all those things, taking care of your wife and kids, success and achieving all the resources, whatever, you gotta stand 10 toes down, right? You gotta be fully committed. You gotta be fully committed to elevating your work ethic. You gotta be fully committed to leveling up. You cannot back down because life is gonna throw you challenges, right? It's gonna throw you all sorts of challenges your way because success is not achieved easily. Fast money go by really fast. So you got to be down, 10 toes down to the grind. You got to grind. You got to put the pedal to the metal, my bad. And then you got to grind, right? Because achieving success that you want is a grind. And also, it's just not also about hard work as well. It's also about mindset, plotting out what you're going to do, plotting out your moves, playing basically chess with how are you going to elevate yourself and establish yourself as a man. All the other things of, talking to women and, dating and all this other nonsense is a waste of time. It completely is, right? Because at the end of the day, you shouldn't be in a woman's face if you're not established. That's just fact of life. That's just is what it is, right? Because at the end of the day, how are you as a man going to try to get with a woman and procreate with her and do all this other stuff? You can't even take care of a family. You can't protect a family, right? Because you're over here, you can't even provide, food, shelter, or whatever. That's why I don't really understand. That's similar to my mentor. He told me he don't really understand some of these guys who run around here and act like when they go out and apply for a job, they act like they're doing the job a favor by just working there. And they laze around, they act like slackers, they don't do any work. And then especially if you getting paid by the hour, right? You getting paid by the hour and they do all day and then leave early and show up late. What are you bringing home to the family? If you're working in a job that pays you by the hour, showing up late, and you're leaving early, you're not bringing nothing. The only thing they're bringing is enough money to smoke their weed while the wife and kids are starving. And then they're wondering, why is the wife leaving me? Why is the wife taking the kid? Because You're not standing 10 toes down. You're not being fully committed to providing the best for the wife and the children. The best you can, bro. And that's staying 10 toes down, keeping the 9 to 5, but also on build off that 9 to 5, right? On top of that 9 to 5 that you already established, you should go out and want to get several different gig job. Like, use the internet to cultivate several different gig jobs that pays you all these different side hustle amount of income, right? Like, for example, YouTube. People are getting monetized all the time on YouTube. YouTube has become a platform where I'm going to make another video where YouTube is the new, I made a video a while ago that says the internet is the new stock market. That's true. And that includes YouTube. YouTube is, in and of itself, is like stock, right? YouTube is it can be a big financial investment for you to generate revenue, right? Just creating content also gives you a side hustle, bro, right? And that adds to the more list of resources that you have, and it adds more to income, steady income or whatever, to your already main 9 to 5, right? That's the whole thing. So, but in order to achieve all these things, the success and all of these things that I'm talking about, the thing that people need to understand, standing 10 toes down, not engaging with the nonsense, not engaging with the foolishness, right? Because some dudes said, oh, they stand 10 toes down, they over here scamming just to get money, just to impress some women that ain't gonna like them once the money's gone, right? Just to impress women that only gonna give them maybe 15 minutes of attention, and then next thing you know, they're gone because they over here, they found out that their chicken is coming to roost, and their whole little thing of, oh yeah, I thought the whole little rules of scamming people came to an end because you reap what you sow. At the end of the day, staying 10 toes down helps you elevate to that next level. It gives you the mindset of, I gotta go out here and I gotta earn everything that I want to achieve. I gotta go earn it. I'm not gonna, begging for it ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna get nowhere by begging. You just gotta go out there, work for it, plan for it, and earn it. That's one of the elements of staying 10 toes down. Work, plan, and earn. Hey, that might be the next video I make. But that's just the pure fact that I'm speaking to you. Because some people, they go out in life, they don't have a plan. That's why they go to crime, right? They go to crime and go to these fast money type of BS, type of, get rich quick schemes. And guess what happened? They get rich quick, they go broke quick. It is what it is. They get rich quick and they go broke quick. You want to be the type of guy, when you stand 10 toes down, you want to have consistent revenue where, yeah, it took you a long period of time to get the gears going. But guess what? Once the gears start going, things start flowing and things start elevating and things start reaching, right? Reaching that next level of altitude. It all starts with the mindset, right? If your mindset is out here, okay, doing is your mind here out here scamming or doing criminal activities just for some extra cash that you can't even take to the bank? Because if you take it to a large bank, they hitting that red button, they calling the police. Or your mindset is, okay, I'm going to be a respectable, good human being, a respectable man who will take the talents and the skills that God provided to him and make an honest living to where I will generate, what was it? I will generate all these different ways to make income in a positive way. So that way I can accumulate a multitude of resources, not just money, but a multitude of things, right? But in order to do all that, in order to achieve that success, you gotta stay 10 tones down and get to grinding and get to work. Thank you.